or near
This doesn't look very safe. This doesn't look very safe.
Oh my God,
Am I
Nancy.
supposed to get another freaking...
It's still not fixed. Rotten
shit.
floorboards. Watch your...
Nancy, dumbass.
I guess I need more wood.
I guess so. But yeah, dogs scratched at the door. Ran around a little bit. And, yeah, that's about it.
Those look too rotten.
Don't let me. Oh. You know what? Maybe we'll find more like in the woods or something.
Bingo. Bingo bongo.
I better be careful.
Oh. Does he have a map?
So remember that tree? We're gonna have to take pictures of those birds. I think we only need 2 pieces of those. Okay, so we walk through here.
We made it out alive, folks. We'll try with
It's a mazy maze.
It's an amazing maze.
Those floorboards need to be replaced. I need to fix this. It's still not fixed.
Yes,
We
we gathered that.
understand this. You know what, let's make it night so that way we can, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go see Mr. Creepy Bird Face.
Red knot.
Let's go see the bird man.
Let's go see the
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
That's good. I never asked.
fallen tree, red bird, tree stump, cemetery, stone pillar.
So she's making marks as she goes. So that way we know. So
No, there's a tree stump.
over the river and in the woods to somebody's house we go.
We found a shoe. Now what do we do? But sadly nobody knows.
I'm glad that it will not snow.
Oh Lord, you don't know that.
It doesn't look very snowy.
Oh, just 'cause it doesn't look as snowy before it snows. That doesn't make any sense. Because if it's already snowy, that means it snowed already. Have got yourself lost.
Pull out our map. What is this?
A postcard or something, I don't know. Log.
Stone pillar.
Shoe.
Yeah, shoes here. Well, let's go find one of those things so we can figure out where we are. In accordance to the map. This way? No. Okay, stone pillar.
I think that's just something.
It is. Look at it.
Looks like a log.
No. Stone pillar. Logs. Yeah. Stone pillars here. So we need to go to the right and then follow this path because we need to go. not wanting to exit.
Oh.
We need to find his, the fallen tree. Let's go this way. Because we haven't made a turn.
Go that way. So I would go to the right, not right or left. The direction you went, basically. Okay. Spoopy, go in.
That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know why she got scared.
Waldo. We found Waldo! Yes! Life accomplished.
Okay, where's the pin? This is important, actually.
You had the pin right there. What did you do?
Here it is. So,
Okay, I'm taking over now. So according to her duty. Because she has better handwriting.
Waldo, Mathis.
Matthias.
Wait. Look at it a little closer. Okay, it's not through. Because I'm thinking of, something that you had to click on the things. August 5th.
Born August 5th, 1876. And then died May 10th, 1825. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, 1925. I was like, he died before he was born. Snooky! A beloved dog.
1918 to 1929. Click on it. Okay.
Oh, wood. Goodness. Oh, my pearl. Born June 13th? Or is that, no, October 13th.
Yeah.
1789. And then January 8th, 1865. Piffin Path. I like that name. Cedric Cosmo Cranky. Born April 5th, 1813. And then died January 21st, 1883.
Well, April what?
5th.
Okay. 1813.
And then died January 21st. Marbles. A cat. Aw. No dates. Stench. Is that like Stinky from Casper?
Oh, these were the ones that are really important.
Yeah. Lucy. Born April 4th, 1922. And died 1922. They died January 29th, 1932. Yeah, just X off all the rest, like we don't care. Iggy, born November 11th, 1919. And died January 29th, 1932. Oh, they died on the same day. Did they all die on the same day? Yep.
Yeah.
Vitus, born February 9th. Wait, no, 8th. February 8th, 1924. And then died. Okay, and then Xander. August 16th, 1923.
Looks like paw prints.
Oh my god.
So this one here is spring. Lucy is spring. Because it's in April.
Okay.
November, that is fall. August is summer. And February is winter. Did you see the Birdman yet?
No. Yeah, it's probably gonna be over here somewhere. So, go. This way. That's not going to get in. I'm gonna hold a piece of wood.
Because you're going to attack.
Ah! Okay. No. Need to find some kind of landmark again. Okay, first up. Okay, so you go down. Then this way. And then straight. Wait, no, not straightforward. I don't think. I need to turn to the right. Stop holding the piece of wood! Okay, yeah, go past the yellow ribbon. No?
Okay, so go back. Because it could be this way.
I already went that way. There's nothing? Are we sure it's in the forest? I don't think he's in the forest. Maybe. So turn this way. This way. This way. Let's see if I'm on. Yeah, log right there. This There it is. Yeah, he's off to the right, over here.
Ha ha.
I knew it wasn't gonna be there. You're like, where is the bird watch thing? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it is.
That's awkward.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean you like me to call you Mr. Red Knot?
All right then. Hello, Nancy.
Oh my
Now
god.
put a muffler on it, would ya? I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Did you say last night that you have an outboard motorboat?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
Why don't you like tourists?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
There's no place nearby that sells boat parts? Sally's outboard is missing a spark plug.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
Now you're an old man scout.
Be prepared.
But I don't want to leave you unprepared.
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
No.
Sure. What would you like me to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PepSob. That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're going to have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
I know I can.
Here's everything you'll need. M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you? Well, these woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. Because if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there. You find all the birds?
See you in a while.
Watch yourself out there. You find all the birds?
The water in Sally's well needs to be tested. How do I do that?
Get a sampling kit from Jeff Akers. Ranger station's on the east side of the lake.
See you in a while.
Watch yourself out there.
Watch yourself. Like, geez, what, are you gonna come after me with a hammer?
Oh, we got plywood. We can smack them around.
Yeah,
We've got a hammer.
we got 3 pieces of plywood and a hammer.
Now let's see if we can fix the darn floor so we can read the little note.
That says, watch out for the floor.
Probably.
I think it's not the note so much as the wall.
You do awesome jobs at repairing things. Oh, because once you go around, maybe that'll be an exit point.
Yeah. Because there's obviously like a secret door there. I mean, unless you're blind.
You did a thing.
Let's go to M. Oh, what a beautiful day. Run your boat.
Wow.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
I'm Nancy Drew. Sally McDonald said you might be able to help me.
I like helping people. Of course, I like selling them stuff even better. But keep talking.
Well, Sally invited me to come out and stay with her for a while. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A
Been inspired by horror
chainsaw?
movies.
I need
A tree fell down the
Guys,
driveway
don't
behind my
question it.
car,
I just
and now
need
I'm
a
blocked
chainsaw.
in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
Because the ghosts.
She thinks the Malone place is haunted, and after last night, I can see why.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing them howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
Bejeebies.
Wow.
I got the bejeebies scared out of me twice last night. Just before I saw the dogs, I caught a man named Red Knot prowling around outside the house.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for
thoughts
sure.
exactly.
He's gonna
Yeah,
wind
whatever.
up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
UFO. It's Sunny June. He's made a comeback.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
Grab it.
What else can I do you
That
for?
took forever. I have to stare at it for a good long second before I can take it.
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
Wow.
So, it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Are you saying you acquired this stuff illegally?
Well, of course not. It all washed up on shore.
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you.
Yeah.
But I kind of like Moon Lake
Got
the
that
way it
sassy.
is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Well then.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
Guess I'll see you later.
I guess you will.
Live date is on here. Nice. Let's look at some things. This place looks less like a lake and more like a river. What are these things? Poison ivy.
keep something for guessing correctly.
Oh, we found a computer.
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Akers' permission.
Great Depression. Got a skunk and a mallard and a guy in a boat. A guy with a net. And some trees. Oh boy.
Well, let's go talk to what's-his-face.
Oh, he has a dog.
Hello,
right there.
can I help you?
Are you Jeff Akers?
At your service. I noticed that you arrived by boat. Does that mean you're staying on the lake?
I'm Nancy Drew.
No.
Sally McDonald is a friend of mine. I'm staying at her house.
In the
Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
She'll be coming round the mountain.
That's right. Only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
So you know the legend?
I know almost everything about this area.
Do you?
Not only have I lived here all my life, but you're standing in the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I'm its equally unofficial curator.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there.
Oh.
Beyond that, what's to know?
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
The inscription on one of the tombstones reads Waldo Matthias. Does that name ring any bells?
Not in my steeple.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
At least this game, there's more like.
Do wells go bad
it's
very often?
established what you need
Depends
to
on
do.
when they were dug.
Yeah.
Go and
The
do
older
this
they
thing.
are,
Yeah.
the more
If
susceptible
you
to
don't do this
contamination
thing,
they
then it's
are.
on you.
Yeah.
This is when it starts getting.
Would you
a little
mind
bit
mailing
better
this
with
letter
that.
for me?
Because the older
Not at
Nancy
all.
Drew Gates, it's just like.
Would it be
oh,
okay if I looked
you'll
around?
find out
Please
what you
do.
need to do when
And
you
if you
click
have
on
any
it and you
questions,
mess around with it enough.
Any more questions, just ask.
What's your take on all this ghost dog stuff?
Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Or green.
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Akers.
He seemed helpful.
More helpful than any of the other people. I mean, I know everyone's complaining about him, but at least he's helping me.
He's nice.
Nice guy, yeah. Well, we got quite a bit accomplished this episode, I believe.
Yep.
So, you know what that means? Time to see you guys in the next episode. So, we'll see you guys in the next episode. And thanks for sticking around with us this far. Yeah, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll